Good morning. Today we're looking at day 21 of the AMI packet and we are focusing on the math section. I'm going to start by reading the problem and then we'll break it down into smaller sections. It says, a roll of paper that is 3 feet wide can be cut to any length. A, if we cut a length of 2.25 feet, what is the perimeter of the paper? B, complete the table with the perimeter for each given side length. Then write a rule for a function p that gives the perimeter of the paper in feet when the side length in feet is L. Use function notation. C, what does P of 11 represent in this situation? What is its value? And D, let me scroll down. On the coordinate plane, sketch a graph of this function. So I'm just going to start with the first part. It says a roll of paper that is 3 feet wide can be cut to any length. So what I have here is a roll of paper towel. And this is basically what it's saying is you can roll it out like a paper towel could be rolled out. And it's saying that, I gotta back it up just a little bit. The length or the width of the paper towel, so right here, that's 3 feet. And so the length is going to be this value on the top side of it, and on the bottom, that's going to be your length. So essentially what you're going to have, I'm going to back you guys up just a little bit. What you're going to have is that 3 feet and 3 feet for the two. This is so hard to see. I should have gotten toilet paper or something smaller. So this side and this side, that's the 3 feet, and that won't change. But what will change is the length. So maybe if I fold this in half, it might be a little bit easier to see. The top and the bottom, that's going to be the length of the paper towel, or in this case, just paper that you unroll. So again, the two sides, let's see, I gotta move it this way. This side and this side, those are the 3 feet, and then this one is how long you end up making the paper. So just so you have a little bit of a visual, it says a roll of paper that is 3 feet wide. Again, that's how tall it's going to be coming off of the roll. And then how long it is. We've got a little visitor here. Get out of here, Olive. So the length is going to be the top and bottom of it. So it says here, oh my goodness, girl. Okay, so it says, if we cut a length of 2.5 feet, what is the perimeter of the paper? So I'm just going to do a little sketch of that if I can. Let's see if this works. So essentially, you've got a paper that's come off of the roll. And let me try that again. I'll look a little bit like this. So it says, I'm just going to do a little drawing with my hand. So again, we've got our 3 feet on each end. So we've essentially pulled off a section that is 2.5 feet long. And so we need to figure out what the perimeter of this is. So what I see is 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 3 plus 3. So 2.5 plus 2.5, that's 5, plus 3 plus 3 is 6. 5 and 6 looks like 11, right? So that's how you do the first one. And so basically what you're going to do is for each thing, So first, you're going to type in the perimeter of the paper is again, this is equal to 11 feet. You're going to write that using your sentence frame, right? Complete sentence. And then you're going to do the same thing. It says complete the table with the perimeter for each given side length. So I'm just gonna get my eraser. If you need this screen, you can pause it here. I'm going to just erase a little bit of this so it's got a little bit more room. And you're going to change these values here. So essentially, as you fill in, it says complete the table with the perimeter. This 3 feet and this 3 feet, those aren't going to change. The only thing that's going to change is here. Oh, that's not what I needed. Here. The side length will be 1 foot and 1 foot. Then it'll be 2 feet and 2 feet, and you're just going to fill in the perimeter here along this side. And then, let me see if I can erase some more of this. Once you have your table filled out, and maybe you can see a pattern, it says write a rule for a function P that gives us the perimeter of the paper in feet when the side length in feet is L. So basically, I just want to give you guys a little bit of guidance here. Usually we would write like y equals some function of x, right? So it could be like y equals 3x minus 5 or y equals 2x plus 4, whatever our function ends up being. But instead of y equals something to do with x, we're going to write P of L equals, and then when you would usually use an x, whatever you find this pattern to be, it might be like, oh, that's really bad. So it's just hard to draw in here. It could be like 3x, not x, sorry. This is exactly why we're doing this. 3L plus 12. Or it could be P of L is 9L minus 13, or whatever it ends up being. You guys need to figure that out. But I just want you to know that these are examples of what your equation should look like instead of y equals 4x minus 2. You know, I just want you guys to know that it's a function P of L. All right. So I'm just going to erase that, and that's not an eraser. Let me try this again. Like I said, neither one of those equations is going to be your right answer. I'm just showing you what the format should be. It should say like P of L equals something, and your variable is going to be L. Let's see. We've got then write our function, and we've got that. Then here it says, what does P of 11 represent in this situation? What is its value? So what does that 11 mean? What did all of these values mean as you were plugging them in? So if it were me, I would want to say like 11 represents what it is. P, and then say like P of 11, that says 10, represents, y'all tell me what that is. And then its value, so when it says, I would say the value of P of 11 is, and that should be a numerical value. It could be like 14, 27, 39. That's going to be some number. And y'all tell me what that represents, okay? Actually, I shouldn't have erased all of that. So I'll leave that there for you for just a little bit. And then lastly, this part should be pretty pretty simple. It says on the coordinate plane, sketch a graph of this function. So on the bottom, you've got the side length in feet. On the top, you've got the perimeter in feet. So you're going to just take each of these values, the perimeter, so you're going to plot like 1 and whatever that perimeter ends up being, and you're going to graph it. Now, if you aren't super comfortable with that, you can always head over to Desmos and just plug in, like if you got a point like 9,35, you can just type that into Desmos as a point, and it'll graph it for you, and you can then find a little graph on Desmos, or you can do it by hand. I hope that answers all of your questions. If you have anything else that you need my help with or another teacher, please reach out. We are here for you, and we'd like to help in any way we can. I hope you all have a good day. Please, please, please reach out if you need anything.